Hello everyone, it's meteorologist Alexa Minton here in for Jim Caldwell. Of course, we're giving him the Friday off. I think he's back out in Eastern Kentucky visiting a couple schools today, so we wish him the best of luck. But of course, you all get me today for your Facebook Live. I'll still be with you for your news at noon. But we got a lot to talk about weather-wise. There's like this condensed amount of activity happening today and tomorrow, and then we kind of go back into our casual spring-like temperatures. So let's go ahead and dive into our weather. I like to show our temperatures across the country. Kind of gives us a perspective of what's coming and what's in store as we look over the next couple days. Right now we're in this warm air ridge that you guys can really see well. That's our 57 in Lexington, 58 in Nashville. But as you can see, all this cold air that's right over here for our friends in parts of Kansas City, in Oklahoma City, even in Lincoln, that's slowly going to chug its way towards us here in Kentucky, knocking us down temperature-wise throughout parts of tomorrow. So a lot of weather activity to talk about. That's when we're going to start to see, I guess, a little bit of a change up weather-wise. But our tower cam is showing us a little bit of overcast skies, a little bit of a nice drizzle, scattered showers consistently throughout our day. We're going to work our way up for today to the 60s, so make sure you get the chance to at least step outside for the 60s. I know scattered showers kind of make that a little more difficult to figure out the timing for that, but we are going to work our way to the low 60s today. Parts of the state are going to see even maybe the mid 60s temperature wise. Let's talk about our radar though at the moment. You can see lots of those scattered showers have finally made it into the I-75 corridor. If you are north of I-64, keep that umbrella on you all day long. If you're south of the I-64, you are probably going to want to keep that umbrella with you. You might not need it as much. Right now, we're seeing a lot of this widespread rainfall. It's going to stick with us once we head towards those dinner time hours. Lightening up for our friends in southern and eastern Kentucky, still staying pretty strong for northern Kentucky. A lot of that activity is going to hit parts of southern Indiana, go around to parts of Ohio as well, kind of just giving those scattered showers for us here in Lexington and northward. But let's go ahead and talk about our breakdown. What do you need to know for your Friday before you head out the door? Few storms. They're not going to be all day rains. We can hear them right now. It's just light in their bursts, and those temperatures are going to be surging up towards the 60s. Kind of a spring-like forecast. We expect the spring temperatures, the spring showers, things like that as we get closer and closer towards the official start date of spring. I don't know about you all. I'm excited for it. I wish we only had spring-like temperatures, right? Our hour-by-hour forecast is showing us we kind of keep up with these scattered shower chances, like I said, towards parts of the afternoon. Then we're really focused on north of I-64. Once we look towards those dinner time hours, if you're in like Richmond, Danville, Somerset, London, I saw a few friends that said they're from Somerset and London in the chat. You guys will be dry for the dinner time hours. Just keep that umbrella handy because you still got the cloud cover, you still got the moisture. And if you're in northern Kentucky, I'm talking Covington, Maysville, Cynthiana, Moorhead, we're expecting a little bit more of those scattered shower chances to stick around. And we calm down mostly in the overnight, noticing just a little bit of cloud cover. But then once we switch from Saturday or from Friday into those early Saturday morning hours, we start to see some heavy thunderstorms that are going to push in. First starts off 4 o'clock in the morning if you're in Somerset, London, Russell Springs, Williamsburg. Might get a little bit of an early wake-up call, some heavy rain, maybe a little bit of thunder and lightning rattling your house. Same story for our friends in Frankfort, Cynthiana. Turning more widespread as we approach that 8 o'clock hour. That band's going to be nice and strong throughout parts of eastern Kentucky. Hazard, Harlan, Pikeville. Y'all are going to be woken up a little earlier than you want to be probably on your Saturday. And after all this rain moves through, what we're left with on the other side around your 3 o'clock on your Saturday, some chillier temperatures. You know, we're starting off in the 50s on Saturday. By the time we're looking at 3 o'clock, 47 in Lexington, 49 in Mount Sterling, 45 in Covington. Or you should get around a little over an inch here in Lexington. This is our European model. It says we'll get 1.38 inches here in Lexington, around 1.75 inches in Richmond. Our American model is a little bit more high, I guess, with that estimate. They're thinking maybe around 2.25 inches in Richmond and Danville, closer to 2 inches in Lexington. Either way, definitely a lot of rainfall. Today's going to be the lighter rain. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit of that heavier rainfall across parts of the board. And it's that dreaded temperature trend that I think a lot of us are really going to feel. That rain comes in. Saturday, we start off in the upper 50s. By the time we're in the afternoon, we're going to be down to the 40s for our Saturday. Same story for our Sunday. Then we bounce back up. It literally looks like a bounce ball, guys. We go down on our Sunday and we bounce back up. But those Monday morning early temperatures, they're going to be kind of brutal outside. Our weekend outlook shows us maybe this is the weekend to plan things indoors. I know Lexington Comic-Con's happening. Maybe you can stay inside. There's a couple awesome Women's History Month events that are happening all indoors because we got the rain that's going to be on Saturday. We got the cold that's on Sunday. So I don't know how many of y'all are going to be want to be outside, whether it might be one of those days where you stay inside. So lots of activity happening. It's all jam-packed into your weekend. I hope this gives you guys a little bit of a better outlook towards your forecast. If you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to look at that chat and figure out what's going on, and I can answer some specific questions. But you can catch me here on WKYT News at noon for another more extensive look at your forecast. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys later.